Hey guys, welcome to another video. Doing the surprise Infinity War. Sorry, I'm a little late on this one. Just trying to figure this one out. It's kind of dumb, but with Winterlord Ains and this kind of layout here, 405.08 million. So I'm going to just do a run here. So it's good enough for, looks like, 7th place. I'm going to give it another go here with Ains on the right side. See if that makes any difference. Here we go. So once again, the paladins are not level 10. I have like 4 9s and 3 8s. I think everybody else, well, you saw what the levels were with those things. So just, I know there's some kind of way to do better, but I haven't really figured it out. It just seems like it's depends on the person's level and what level they're putting you in, and then how it seems to have a balance of single load troops and 9 load troops and range and whatnot. So just a lot of variations. I like to look at the first minute, and if I'm at like 57-ish or whatever, so it's just really hard to tell. There's a lot of kind of stuff that can change up how much damage you're going to do or whatever. So this one I tend to lose troops. When I didn't lose any troops, I did worse, which doesn't really make sense to me, but not a lot of stuff makes sense in the Infinity Wars. So if you're trying to figure out, okay, these ones do the most damage, I'm just going to put all of those in, that doesn't work because I have 8 level 10 goblin techs. So you would think, obviously, the goblin techs do the most damage. So you would obviously think that, okay, if I put in, if 4 are each doing, 20 million, 20 million, then if I should put 8 in, then 8 of those guys should be doing 20 million. And, then you just, by logic and deduction, if your next highest level troop, okay, my ballistas are giving me, or my magic apprentices are doing 15 million each. So ergo, I should just be able to put in a bunch of level 10 goblin techs and magic apprentices and do a lot better than if I didn't, only 4 goblin techs, and then instead of getting 4 more, I put in 4 harbingers of fire, and somehow I do better damage with that, which is crazy because harbingers don't, it doesn't make sense. This isn't logical. I like games that are logical, that are more not reality based, but you guys know what I'm saying. Just seems like you should be able to, okay, this troop does better than that troop, and if I put this one in, if I switch out my meteor golems, if I switch out my sacred swordsmen who are doing, $4 million damage, consistently, and my meteor golems are doing 6 million damage consistently, I should be able to pull out 2 sacred swordsmen to put in 2 meteor golems, and it should bump up my score by 4 million, just by logic and reasoning. That should be the case, but it's not the case, and it's pretty crazy. So that's why it's just kind of weird. And then you look at other people and the forms that they put in there, and you're like, what? How the actual heck? I got all level 10s. He's got like all level 8s. Like, for example, the form I use on the heal, it's pretty much all level 8 harbingers and level 8 soul hunters, and that way out damages my level 10 full level 10 army, which doesn't, it's just stupid. It doesn't make any sense, you know. And I'm pretty sure if I bump those harbingers of fire up to 10, they would do less damage than the 9s or the 8s. So just really weird. So we'll see how we do with Ains on the right side here. We need 405 million with Ains on the left. And doesn't really look like we're going to be barely break 400 million, maybe. Okay, so Ains on the left got me 3 million more. I'm done with this one. We're going to check a look at the report. So you would think, hey, I could just pull out those 2 witchcraft totems in the front and I'm just going to do way more damage. Or like, hey, my magic apprentices are getting me 20 million each one, so if I pull out well, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna be like, okay, watch. Dun dun dun. We're gonna pull out a couple. The magic apprentices are just slaying it, right? So if I just pull out a couple of those guys, yeah, and yeah, that should bump us up like quite a bit. So I'm not gonna run this entire thing for you guys just so you won't be bored, and or maybe I will. Maybe I'll just chitter chatter about the game or whatever. So yeah, here we go. Ains on the left, and logically, since all my magic apprentices were doing, 15 to 20 million, if I pull out 2 frost archers that are doing like 1 million, that should give me a lot higher score. Just logically. So we're going to see if that's the actual case, which I know it is not, because that's the way Infinity Wars goes. It just kind of limits you to the amount of damage that you can do, it seems like. Okay, we're at 56. So right away, it just seems like we're not going to do as well. But yeah, it's just crazy. I tried my the heal formation with all the harbingers of fire and stuff like that, and I think I got 401 million. So that one did pretty good with a bunch of level 8 harbingers and level 8 soul hunters and stuff. So yeah, well, tomorrow is the last day of season 56, or actually today now, since it's kind of late. And I'm going to try to work on a new formation to put in there on the last day and see how that goes for me, because just got slaughtered pretty much on offense. I didn't do great, and defensively not so great. Yeah, I don't know, my seems like my formation's struggling a little bit, and I'm not sure why. My Chion hasn't been doing as well as she normally does, and the battles that I normally win, I'm losing. Not losing, but about 50-50, or 2 out of 3, which is not going to get it done. The last couple days, you should win pretty much every battle. So, that being said, I not sure what to put in there. It appears that my Celine I have in there isn't doing super great on defense. A lot of people, I get a lot of losses in there. And I'm looking at guys at number one spot, and they just pretty much just hang out of the number one spot there. I'm like, what the heck's going on, you know? So very difficult to maintain the number one spot, or top 100. Heck, number one is it's insane, but let alone top 100 is it's very difficult, guys. And I'm not the best player out there, but I'm not the worst, and I've only got top 100 3 times maybe? So it doesn't look like I'm going to do it this season either. If it's any indication of yesterday, yeah, just get attacked a lot. But I might do some math and try to calculate where I would be if I hadn't lost any on offense. I wish in the history you could scroll up or down a little more instead of just like the last 10 guys, so you could actually see where all these attacks are coming from or whatever. But okay, so doesn't look like we're going to get anywhere near that 305, but you kind of see what I'm saying there, though. So the Magic Apprentices did their thing, but everyone else did less damage. So even though I pulled out the Frost Archers and replaced them with I replaced the 2 Frost Archers that were doing 1 million, and I put in Magic Apprentices that got 16 and 17 million respectively, and I got less than the other one. So go figure. It's insane and makes 0 sense, but that's the way it goes. So yeah, I am completely puzzled. Anyways, well, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching this video. I hope it helps out your form getting a little higher in Infinity Wars, and I'll see you next time.